Paramount Pictures recently announced that G.I. Joe 3 would hit theaters in 2016, but no movement has happened on the film since until now. It's being reported that Paramount has hired Jonathan Lemkin to develop the script. Lemkin was a writer on such TV shows as Hill Street Blues and the original 21 Jump Street series, as well as movies such as The Devil's Advocate and Lethal Weapon 4. There is still no director on the project since G.I. Joe 2 director John Chu left the project. Dennis is not here.
Dennis is sick and drunk.
We're going to go to Schnepp. Schnepp, buy or sell Lemkin writing G.I. Joe 3.
If I was Dennis, I would sell this. He's like, no, I wouldn't, Schnepp. I like that picture, though. Is that Lemkin? And then The Rock's got a gun at his head?
Yeah.
Write a good script.
Yeah, you better not fail. You know what? I'm in the minority here. I actually liked parts of G.I. Joe, the first movie. I found it was like, you know, a silly, fun, crazy, you know, toys acting as human beings, kind of fun adventure.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe 2, the second one, was in the same realm for me. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. It wasn't one of my top films of last year or 2 years ago when it came out, but I'll see a G.I. Joe 3. I mean, it's kind of a hard formula to mess up. It's not like some other films where they keep getting worse. It's just like, hey, if you like this, we're going to change up some of the characters. Hey, look, The Rock's in it now. He's awesome. Some explosions, some cool action. That's how I felt about it. So,
Alicia?
Well, I'm not a fan of these movies, and they haven't done very well. I just don't think they found a good way to make them succeed. I mean, the international box office saved them from being a total disaster, but here in the US, both those movies opened pretty badly considering their production budget.
Right,
so I'm
and
not
their
interested.
marketing.
Yeah, I'm not interested in a third at all, but something I heard which could be kind of interesting, I imagine, for people who played with Transformers and G.I. Joe is the possibility of a crossover.
some people
Well, they've
would-
been talking about that for a long time.
Some people
Yeah.
would not like that.
Yeah.
Like me. I would not like that.
Well, here's the thing. The thing about this is, look, the first G.I. Joe film is one of those films every once in a while that you say you think is really going to suck. Like, I was like that for 21 Jump Street. I said, man, this movie is going to be a disaster. This is going to be awful. Wow, it was awesome. G.I. Joe, not so much to the same extent, but it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. What I liked about the first G.I. Joe film was that it kind of broke this horrible trend in Hollywood for at least a little while of all action has to have the
Right.
cameras being held by, you know, an epileptic monkey. You know, that's the whole idea. And G.I. Joe, the action sequences were, look, honestly, beautifully shot. You could tell all the action that was happening. I thought it out dramatic, and so the movie wasn't a complete loss for me. I wasn't a big fan of the second G.I. Joe film, but having a guy like Lemkin here, look at his background, like great serial drama like Hill Street Blues. Now this is going back a ways,
Yeah.
but still like comedy and fun with the 21 Jump Street. Heavy stuff like The Devil's Advocate. But he also wrote my favorite Lethal Weapon film, which was Lethal Weapon 4, which kind of introduced the world to Jet Li. You put a guy like this onto writing the script, who's got that kind of a background, suddenly I'm like, I'm interested in seeing what this G.I. Joe would look like. So for me, it's going to be a buy.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.